Hi folks, in this video we are going to continue talking about the constellations, and we are going across that ecliptic plane. And remember, a time gone, cowboys loved viewing little stars, oh so cold and pretty. Well, last time we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. This time we are going to do this four, which is going to be Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpius. So we will begin with the constellation Leo. Leo is the lion. Here is the lion constellation, and the way it is usually drawn or depicted is that this is the lion's majestic head, and then this is his hindquarters. Now, I have periodically seen the constellation the other way around, where this is his face and that is his tail. I don't really care how you see it in your brain as long as you learn that that shape is Leo. One of the things that is important about Leo is the very bright star Regulus. Regulus has an apparent magnitude of 1.35. It happens to be the alpha star in the Leo constellation. And Leo the lion is very close to the Big Dipper. If you want to find Leo the lion, find the cup of the Big Dipper, and you go down and it will lead you right to Regulus. And once you find Regulus, the little hook of the tail and the face, or vice versa, are pretty easy to see. This is one that's not too hard to find in the sky. In mythology, this is associated with the lion that the hero Hercules slew as part of his 12 labors of Hercules. The next constellation across the ecliptic is Virgo the Virgin. Now, Virgo the Virgin, or the Maiden, is associated with crops and justice. And Libra is the scales, and the scales are what are used to weigh the just from the unjust. So Virgo is found very often near the scales, Libra. Virgo is one of those constellations that can be drawn many ways, and I purposely picked out two different ways to draw it. Here is one version of Virgo. This is her torso, and her leg and her other leg, and then across her arms and up her head and her body. Now, why am I leaving Spica out? Well, Spica is a very bright, very dominant star. It has a magnitude of almost 1 of apparent magnitude, which means it's quite bright. And it is supposed to represent a ear of wheat that's held by the Virgin. And you can see in this picture this little shaft of wheat, or this bundle of wheat she's holding. Now, the challenge here is this compared to this. This is a very different view of the Virgo cluster. And if you look across this, Spica, which is the alpha star, seems to be the end of it, and they don't include her legs. In this version of Virgo, her legs are so dim that it's not even sketched out as the major part of this constellation. So when you're identifying constellations, look for those bright stars and the bright portions of that constellation, because that's what you're going to actually be able to see in the night sky. The next one in this group are the scales that the Virgo, the Virgin, is using to weigh good and bad, the scales of justice. Now, the constellation Libra looks a little bit like scales, but it looks like scales that are sort of lying on their side. So this is the part that it's holding, and then here's a scale down here, and here's the other half of the scale there. So it's the same picture, but kind of tilted 90 degrees. Libra is in the sky next to and between Virgo and Scorpius. That will help you find it. Last one in this bunch is Scorpius. Scorpius, of course, is the scorpion. I think this is one of those that is really easy to see because it's very, very distinctive. it has this very curvy tail. Now, this very curvy tail with a little hook on the end is supposed to represent the hooking, curving tail of Scorpio, the scorpion. And then these two things here are his pincers that he can get you with. So the shape is very easy to see. The challenge for you and I is the fact that this is often hard to see as far north as you and I are. It is an ecliptic constellation, but boy, it resides right on that southern horizon and very, very difficult to see. So Scorpius, the scorpion. And that will do for this constellation. Oh, I suppose I should tell the story. The scorpion was sent by the goddess, by a goddess, to bite the hero Orion, and then Ophiuchus, which is the healer or the patron saint, or if you want to call him the god of medicine, healed Orion. And because of its duty to the goddess, the scorpion was put into the sky. And you will notice that Scorpius is near Ophiuchus that healed Orion from the bite of this evil scorpion. It also contains Antares. One of the brightest stars in this constellation is Antares. It's an almost 1 magnitude star, and it is right kind of in the heart of the scorpion. Okay, that will do for this one. See you next time.